back here today, and today we're going to be showing you guys step by step how to build a 3x6 raised garden bed for only 30 bucks. And the first thing you got to do is run to town and get some material. We're back from the lumber yard. We picked up 15 6-foot treated fence pickets, and the reason that we went with fence pickets like this is just because they're so much cheaper than 1x. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how we cut them down, and then we're going to start putting it together. So the first thing you got to do is we take 5 of these pickets right here, and we set them up here, 3 sets of 5, and we're going to mark it at 70.5 right there, just to cut off the dog ears to make it a straight board that we can use. And we're going to cut those up. Like I said, it's 3 sets of 5, and then we're going to start putting this thing together. Boards cut down to the length that we needed. These 3 have to be ripped in half, and they're just going to be the trim pieces and then the structure pieces on the inside of the bed. Table saw, you're going to want to set it at 2 7/8, and that just cuts your boards exactly in half. So we got 4 boards set aside here. We got to cut these in half. These are just for the short side, and over here we have the 8 for the long side, 4 on each side, and then these are going to be cut down into trim pieces. The thing we got to do is just get these cut down. So we got 4 of the boards that we cut in half right here. These are just the support for the inside of the bed, and basically what you got to do is cut these down to 22.5 inches. And you'll actually get 3 out of each one of these boards, so you end up with 12. You only need 10, but you just have to have at least 10. So we use 4 of these boards here, and then we have 2 of the ones left over. These are going to be for the trim on the outside of the bed. So we're just going to cut these down to the side and start putting this thing together. So this is how we put these together. You just set this on this edge as kind of a guide for this one to set on, and that just gets your spacing where your end pieces can come on there. And then you'll just mark this all the way down once you get it even on this side, and then you just put 2 screws in each board, and that holds it together. And then we'll put 1 in the middle here, then we just repeat the process on the other piece.
We wanted to mention is that you put 4 pickets wide, and that gets you 23 inches tall. The reason that we cut these a ½ inch short is just to make sure that they don't stick over the top. This middle board, you want to measure over 35¼ inches and put you a mark, and then you want to get this board lined up center on that mark. And whenever you buy your screws, you want to make sure that you're buying 1-inch screws, because these are 5/8 pickets, and 5/8 and 5/8 makes 1 1/4 inch, and you just want to make sure that they're not sticking out the other side.
Guys, we got both the long sides done right there, as you can see. Now we're moving on to the short sides. It's the same thing. You just get your 4 boards here, and you're going to take it and you're going to put your guide board here, set that up there, mark it down, and do that on both sides, and just repeat the process. So we got all 4 sides put together, as you can see. So basically the next thing we got to do is put these little metal brackets on right there in the corner like that, and there's going to be 2 per corner, so we got 8 total. And after we put those all together, it'll be pretty much done, just the sides trim. So we're going to go ahead and slap this together and get to that trim.
Bed all put together, as you can see. Now all we gotta do is cut us some trim pieces to go on the edges, and those are going to be cut at 22 3/4. That's just what it came out to be. So we got to cut 8 of those, and we're going to show y'all that. Guys, we got this bed completely built. As you can see here, we got all that trim put on and it looks really nice. It only cost us about 30 bucks to get this whole thing and only took about an hour to build. A real easy do-it-yourself project just to get you a raised bed garden. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.